Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They go play action here on first down.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams got him in. It's Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, He's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 4.
Looking to throw. Williams. And he hits Drake. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
2nd and 5.
Check back. Bofo's the mic. Mike's Bofo.
Rodgers now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Let's get off the field, D. Check 31.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Williams. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Seven, our score after 1. And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 99. Check 99.
Tight dog, tight dog.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo.
30.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Hey, tank.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Check.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Williams.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Williams to throw on 3rd down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This to Hines on the drop-off. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw is Rodgers. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
44, 44, Mike, 44. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Both rows of Mike.
White left.
Oh, you got deep? Check 3, check
Now, you got 58.
No.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Williams throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Williams. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw. Williams. That's complete to his tight end Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
That's it, baby.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
$13 yards remaining on second down.
Looking to throw. Williams. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Miami.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Switch, switch, switch. Right there. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Alert flare. Alert flare.
Hines. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
I got you. I got you. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. Let's make these babies.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. Here's a diving catch right side. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw. Williams. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Raiders. Will Fuller. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
26.
Another run with Gaskin. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Williams out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. They'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Williams. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Check. Run. Go now. 44.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Safety's creeping. Wide. Get wide. Go right. Back, come on.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
They'll get that one to Carter complete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Beatty, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The gun, Williams. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.